Hey man, hey, I'm parked just on the other side and I was wondering if I could buy you some fuel.
So here is your mediocre, slightly above average tip.
Hey, how's it going? My name is, I forgot to record the intro and only realized this when I started editing, so I'm doing this intro now. And in this video, we transport some air conditioning units. So I don't know why the guy loaded it this way. It doesn't make any sense, but this is probably by far the worst configuration if you're picking up taller loads. The reason being is because the wind hits this one, goes around it, and then hits this one. So you're getting twice the amount of like slowdown instead of once, okay? And that's why that's not good, and my MPG really sucks. You're probably wondering, Alex, how bad is it? Well, let me show you, okay? So I'm at the Kansas Turnpike on the toll road, and I stopped at the fuel pump for cars, or like for, the car fuel pump. I stopped over there, filled up, and that was not the one before this, but the one before that. So basically just two. I'm gonna look it up on Google Maps. I'll put it on the screen. But here, let me show you guys right here. 12.434 gallons. $28.34. So let's jump in the truck and calculate it real fast. All right, so it looks like it is 71 miles, and that means we do 71 divided by 434 equals 5.71 miles to the gallon. Oh my goodness, that is so terrible. That is ridiculous. I have no idea why this truck gets some of the worst MPG. I definitely think that has something to do with the tires and the lift. Maybe that doesn't help. Right now, we need to actually hit the road. Less talking, more driving. So let's just go do that. All right, so anyways, I've been driving and I haven't seen anybody on the road, anybody stuck, anybody broken down. So who am I supposed to help? I don't know. But we're here at this truck stop. Literally just pulled in. There's this hot shot right next to me. So let's go see if, instead of asking if you know how when people come up to you and ask, hey, can you buy me some fuel or something? We're gonna ask if we can buy them some fuel, okay? So I got $200 right here. Hold on. There, 200 bucks. 1, 2. But anyways, let's go ask him, see what he says. Hey man. Hey, I'm parked just on the other side, and I was wondering if I could buy you some fuel.
Buy me fuel?
Yeah. Here, I got $200 in for you.
No, that's okay.
I'm dead serious, bro.
What do you mean?
I want to buy you some fuel. You know how like sometimes they ask like, hey, can you buy me some fuel? So I want to buy you some fuel.
Really?
I'm dead serious.
Just give me half.
No, dude, you got it. It's all you. Alex, by the way.
Thank you, man.
No problem, man. All right, have a good one. All right, just like that, we're unloaded in South Dakota. The next drop in North Dakota is only 4 hours away. This is why I show up early at my appointments, because they got me unloaded now in the morning instead of at noon, which is when my appointment was. So let's hit the road. So I just got unloaded, obviously, as you saw. And a couple things I want to talk about. So I don't know why, but before we get into the load breakdown really quick, which this load is like $1,800 and I did it in 2 days, okay? 2 days, nothing crazy, 1 pick, 2 drops, not a crazy rate per mile. I mean, I don't know, I'm in North Dakota now, so it's like that might suck, but still, the point remains the same. It's $1,800 in 2 days, and for some reason, I bet you this video won't do as good as my other $1,800 in 2 days video. So I don't know, which one would you rather do? Like compare and contrast, right? Would you rather do all these short little jumps and, you know, that $3 a mile going 100 miles? Or would you rather do just one run at $1.50 and call it good, even though there's 2 drops? I don't know, you guys are watching, that's up to you to decide. But comment below, by the way, what you think is better. And if you don't know what video I'm talking about, it's this video right here, okay? Now, the second thing that I want to talk about, is I could have done a better job with the MPG had I not been lazy. Now this is the pro tip in this video. I don't even know why I call it pro tip. I would say these are probably like mediocre, slightly above average tips, right? So here is your mediocre, slightly above average tip. And that is, don't be lazy when you're getting loaded. I could have literally told that guy how to load me, but instead I was sitting in my truck on my phone watching YouTube videos. So Alex, you could have done better. MPG could have been better. Could have spent less money on fuel, and this load isn't paying all that great to begin with, you know? And so it's like, I did book it myself, so I don't have any dispatching costs associated, but it's one of those things, you know what I mean? It's like, the moment you mess up, your MPG shows. But how I would have loaded it is I would have loaded the 2 units that the guy took off just now, would have put them in the front, right? And then I would have put the other 2 units, they were wider, in the back, so it would have been like a V shape going through the wind. Probably would have increased my MPG by 1 mile per gallon. And then I would have put the 2 pallets behind that. But that's how I would have done it differently, you know, like the V-shaped on my trailer or on a boat or something, like the narrower one and then the wider one, something like, I don't know, something like that. And let's jump into the load breakdown. Norman, Oklahoma to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and with the final drop in Grand Forks, North Dakota, $18.50 on the rate, and the mileage on that is 975. You can see on the Google Maps right here, Oklahoma, Sioux Falls, Grand Forks, and so 975 miles. So $18.50, 975. That gives us a rate per mile of $1.89. So that's a really solid rate per mile. I mean, in a normal situation, going to North Dakota with a 2-drop, it's not super awesome, but $1,800 and you could do like 3 little loads like I did in my previous video, or you can do $1,800 here and you could just do 1 load and with 2 drops, you know what I mean? So really there's free options for everyone out there basically, but I do think that this was an easier load than those 3 picks and 3 drops, because that's then 3 loads I had to book. That's like 30 brokers I had to call, or not necessarily, the ratios aren't that bad, but still the point remains the same. That it's like, the more loads you book, the more work there is. So why not book less loads by having them go further distances? Something like that. That's usually the logic that I have. Also, let me know, do you guys like when I do the load breakdown? Because I'm trying to show you like the realistic rates that you'll see on the load board when you go sign up if you are thinking about getting into the trucking business. And so I try to break down the numbers and whatnot. So really, you know, let me know if they're useful. I feel like nobody watches till the end anyway, so nobody really cares. So I was just thinking about cutting them all out altogether. But I look forward to hearing from you guys on this question and all the other ones I asked in the video. Let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.